Hey YouTube, this is Dumas RLC. I am finally sitting down to record another few videos here. This one, next few are probably gonna be mostly Hot Wheels Matchbox related. I have a bunch of Johnny Lightning ones, a couple green light ones I want to do. Excuse me, I'll get to them when I get to them. But first, I think we are going. Well, I don't think I know. We're gonna hit up on the most recent releases of the retro line that Target has been doing lately. We have the last Flying Customs mix over here on the right, and the newest Ultrahots here on the left. And we'll just go in order here. Now, I'm going to be a little biased on this. I love stuff that hits more on the nostalgic side for Hot Wheels. So obviously, I love like the old Neoclassics Redline Club cars. Like this Boss Hoss. I absolutely love this thing. I know a lot of people were not overly thrilled with it. I can't focus. Yeah, so I love that thing. Anything that's like retro style, I absolutely love. Especially with these Flying Customs and these Ultra Hots. This is stuff that harkens back to my childhood. I grew up on all the Blackwall era stuff. So like the Ultra Hots, which came out in the 80s, Flying Customs, like the end of the Redline era, beginning of the Black Walls. These just speak to me. It's kind of like the retro line that Target had back in 2006, 2007, and the Hot Ones of Flying Customs lines from 2011 through 2013. So this Flying Customs mix, this last mix here, I had to actually go to eBay to get them. They didn't show up at all locally, which sucked. I wanted to get a few of them of each, but I was able to get a pack of, or found a guy who was selling 2 sets of each. For I think it was like 40 ships, so I wasn't getting anything cheaper than that. So I bit. So we'll get to it. This first one is the 86 Monte Carlo Ss. I like how, at least in this last mix, they ended up using the retro slot wheels instead of just putting the normal 5 spokes for the ones that needed wide wheels. Get the schmutz off there. Yeah, this one, oh, I didn't notice that before. Got the Monte Carlo SS logo right there on the black line there. I didn't notice that from online. This is actually probably one of my more favorite releases of this casting. I remember when it came out, I was as excited as I was for it. I was a little disappointed with how it was done. I'm not sure why. I think I was expecting it to be something closer to the 84 Pontiac Grand Prix casting that they have. They've only used it a handful of times. I think it was first used for a General Mills promo, but then they converted it to a general use casting. It was used a couple times in the main line. The first line of the Hot Ones in 2011, and High Speed Wheels right around that same time as well. There might be a couple others, but it didn't get too much use. I was kind of hoping it would be a casting similar to that. I really like the proportions on it. But this one, with the fat rear wheels and all that, it is a cool little casting. I do still like it a lot. So, I mean, I saw these things driving everywhere growing up. Next, we got the 69 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. I actually, of the whole set, this one's probably my favorite one of the 8. Despite the fact that I really was not happy with how they retooled this casting. So when they went to do retool a lot of castings that had separate wings for the rear wings and all that, when they went to cast them to the body, they either, if they were tall enough, you get a little airspace between the wing and the body. But certain ones like this, the 71 Challenger, I think there was another one or two, but it's just solid in there. There's no space, and it really annoyed me how they redid it. However, with the chrome Hot Ones wheels, black with the black paint with the orange and purple stripes, I really like this one. So, of course, I had to have it. This is one I probably would have picked up a couple of them, but what are you going to do? Stand by a minute. Gotta check to see what the hell the dog's freaking out about. There's some kids running up and down the road. So the dog had to bark at him. All right, next up, we got the 65 Mustang Convertible. This casting, it might, I don't know if it looks odd to some of the newer, some of the newer collectors, but at least proportionally, this casting is like the original design, as you can see right here, 1983 copyright year. That was the original design of the casting came out in 84. Had a opening hood. It's always a metal base. The windshield was barely held in, and you could easily pop the interior out. So they've retooled a few times over the years. This specific version of it retooled back for 2014 originally. Not a whole, I like the casting, I like the car. It's just this one's not a super exciting release for me. Not a lot to say about it, but being a retro completist, I guess you could say, I had to add it to this set. Next up, we got the 69 Chevelle Ss396. Kind of like with the Cougar Eliminator, this is probably easily one of my more favorite ones of the set here. Especially since they really went out. I think most of these got hot. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 5 of these got the Hot Ones wheels. The other 3 got the retro slots, probably because they all take the wide rear wheels. But yeah, like the Cougar, this one I just think fits really well for the whole mix. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. I still got the ones set down here, but with the first car culture from the seasons, the year, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just orange, the red and yellow stripes. Sure, I think it's a sharp looking car, but yeah. All right, next we got 69 Shelby Gt500. This was a casting I was actually really happy when it came out. I always loved this Shelby. I think it came out, let's see, 2010. Yeah, debuted in 2011. I was really happy this casting came out. It just hasn't had too many releases. It had, let's see, it had the 3 colors for the new model, had a 5-pack release, and I'm not even sure from there. There's really not that many released of this casting, which is kind of a shame. But I like it. I think it's pretty good. The only thing I could say I would wish was that it was like just a hair bigger for the casting, because honestly the 69 Mustang is a lot bigger than the actual 65, and not a whole lot of difference there in size, huh? But this one, I think this one looks really sharp with the Hot Ones wheels. The only downside to this release specifically is it's really close to what the first version of the casting was. So, because the first one was red with the yellow GT500 stripe, and then it was done in, I think it was blue and then black. Next we got the 85 Camaro IROC Z. I think this is Brendan designed this casting. I can't remember. Kind of a good replacement casting for what the original blown Camaro was. After they retooled that to just have with the original tool had a blown engine and a sunroof. This is a completely new tooling design. Obviously more stock looking, just the usual Hot Wheels rake with the large rear wheels and mediums for the front. I like that. It's got the Z28 little detail there on the side, but just another casting really fitting for the line right out of that era. Next we'll do the 66 Chevy Nova. The one, I know some people were complaining about the lack of a chrome base on the 65 Mustang, which I'll agree it was kind of, especially since this and the Cougar ended up the Chevelle and the Cougar ended up getting the chrome base. They didn't do it for the Nova or the Mustang, which I thought was odd. I'd like to be awesome to figure out why, but I have honestly no clue. But this has always been a really sharp casting since it debuted in 2007. I remember when I was in college, I wasn't really collecting a lot, but if I was stopping by, what do you call it, Walmart or something like that, I would run over the pegs real quick, just check something for the hell of it, just to keep up, kind of. And the debut of this casting in blue really caught my eye. This in the 64 Galaxy 500 were two castings that really caught my eye that debuted in 07. But yeah, just another. I really like the metallic purple on this one. Or metal flake purple, but yeah, it's probably more metal flake. But yeah, the big thing is, like I said, and I know many others have said it, it's a bummer this one didn't get a chrome base. I would love to know why, but one of those things we'll never understand as just collectors, probably. All right, lastly, we got the Custom Auto. Obviously, this is probably the least favorite, least popular one of the whole set among most collectors, but it's actually probably, in theory, the oldest design. If you look at the original packaging for original Redlines back in 68, 69, the drawing on the card by I can't remember his last name. By Otto. He did all the artwork back then. This was the card this was just like the concept thing that he had on there, and about 14 years ago now, Hot Wheels decided to make a actual casting of it, and then a year or two ago they tooled it for basic use. It was awesome that they did a real cool heritage kind of look for it. And like I said, like with this one, I'm glad they put the retro slots on here, because it was used earlier in like a metallic gold in the line. Unfortunately, but they put the 5 spokes on it. Kind of a bummer, because it really hurts the retro look of the cars when they just do the basic 5 spokes that they've had since almost 30 years now. But yeah. So next, situate myself here. We got the new Ultrahots line from Target, basically replacing the Flying Customs. Excuse me. Now with these, the price went up a lot. It basically doubled. However, obviously you can see like this has more kind of that metallic, almost Spectrafame paint to it, and we'll just open up this 80 Camino. It'll be easier to see it. They actually put full details on these cars, which is something I know a lot of collectors have probably been hoping Hot Wheels would do eventually. Unfortunately, it did, like I said, it doubled the price. These were $3 in the store instead of $1.50 for these. But at least with the multiple passes for the deco, it, on top of the metallic Spectra plate, I can't talk. Metallic or Spectraflame paint, the retail Spectraflame anyway. I think they're worth it. I know a lot of people probably won't. I'm just hoping that they don't sit, because it seems these are coming in dump bins at the stores. So hopefully they do sell. I know I've seen a couple glimpses of upcoming ones. If y'all collect enough, you know where to look for sneaks and whatever. But I hope this continues. I just hope, again, with the wide wheels, that they stop using these damn 5 spokes. That's the only gripe. It's my only gripe with these, because the paint in this deco style I love, because this is straight out of the original Ultrahots line when they debuted in the 80s. So next up, we got the 69 Mercury Cyclone. This one in silver. And with gold Ultrahots. Again, so even on the plastic base, it's kind of probably hard to see. But they did detail the lights and the rear. They got the tail lights and the tail panel there is black paint on it. So I gotta compare these to some of the classics from about 17 years ago now, starting anyway. 2005, 2009 was the original classics line. It was a really cool throwback back when they came out, before they retooled some wheels and all that. But anyway, yeah, just the bright lightning, almost lightning bolt fire whatever deco on these, straight up out of the 80s. I should have brought some examples down, because I know I have some. Obviously, I have some of the original Ultra Hots releases, and they are in jammers upstairs, but I gotta dig them out. Anyway, all right. Next up, we got the 67 Olds 442. I have a love-hate relationship with this casting, because I absolutely love this casting. Came out in 2011, debuted in 2011 anyway, in Garage Series. Excuse me. Looked awesome in red. Like the enamel yellow one that was released was, in my opinion, probably one of the absolute best releases ever of Hot Wheels in the entire existence of Hot Wheels. I'm pretty sure I wrote a Lamley article about that one. However, ever since this casting started to get used in basic, Hot Wheels has just kind of pissed me off with it, because it is tooled for wide rear wheels, and they have not put wide wheels on. Oh, wow, that's glare. Oh, boy, come on. Don't focus. So, yeah, they don't put the wide wheels on here. I don't understand. I have an idea why, but then again, they still do it up front, so they had the wheels. The only thing I wish they did was, for basic, either narrow up the front wheel track width, or did something so that they could assure that they could put the wide wheels on the back so they won't rub on the fenders. Because I know that's probably why they don't put the wide wheels on these. And I really wish they would. I know, obviously, with this Ultra Hot wheel, which I know, again, many newer collectors probably don't have a tie to these. But, again, I grew up, this was, every sports car Hot Wheels did back in the 80s came with these wheels. And that's what I grew up on. That's what I had. But yeah, again, full deco. I got the rear taillights. There's deco in the grill lights there. Don't know if you can really tell on my camera, but I love this one. I ended up grabbing a second one to open. I'm going to actually, because I had one of the older mainline releases. I have excuse me. I put black walls on them, and I put the wide ones on the rear. I'm gonna probably gut that one, put those black walls onto one of these two, and I'll find a different set of basic wide wheels to throw on that one. Damn it, I need water. I'll finish this up first. Anyway, so next we got the 66 Ford Fairlane 427. This one looks really sharp and purple. The local dealer that I buy a lot of stuff from, Mace Collectibles, he's been doing a lot of wheel swaps lately, just simple ones. He put a set of purple 6-spokes on this thing, and it looks sharp as hell. I actually might grab it from him in a shot when I'm over there next. We'll see. But this one, the one bummer with this one was, this was the only one I found that I was having a hard time finding one that had the lights. You can't tell from my shitty lighting, but the headlights it was hell trying to find ones that were lined up right. Alright. Next, 70 Plymouth Barracuda convertible. This is and that's actually one thing I gotta look at. So, this one debuted in 2011. This was 2009. This was, I think, 2013. Copyright year 2012. Yeah, so that debuted in 2013. This was from 2008. Yep, of all the castings in this line, this is the oldest design. At least for originally. This originally debuted in 97. Really kind of a weird casting to me, because when I first saw it, I'm looking at it, I'm like, how the hell is that thing gonna roll? Because it is, you can't tell, obviously you can't tell from there, but it looks like the middle of the base is gonna rub on the ground when you roll it. Yeah, similar purple, a little lighter than the Fairlane. Chrome is so if the glare really hit, I apologize. I'm not realizing it on the camera because I'm looking above my phone. Next, we got the 71 Plymouth Gtx. Another one, wide rear wheels, so they ended up putting 5 spokes on it. Again, I wish they used these retro slots instead. But what are you gonna do? I might grab another one of these and see if I can find something to gut with the retro slots and throw them on this one. Same with the El Camino here. But this is the, let's see. Okay, so it's a newer retool of this casting. This is 2001, the debuted in 01 or 02. Originally in enamel, actually, I think it was like the same green as this. That was done in yellow. But this is probably the sharpest looking one. Like I said, the biggest downside is that it doesn't have black walls. But I also love green, so I'm probably a little biased in that. Next up, we have the 87 Buick Gnx. This one's, from what I see online, this one seems to be the most popular one. Not surprising. This is a really nice casting. Much nicer than the Grand National that they debuted in 2007 with the pop-off front clip and all that. I love the color too; just fits the casting so nicely. It's such a like 70s or 80s color for a car. Kind of this dark maroon, almost brown color. But yeah, this one you can definitely tell. It's got the full deck, full details, and all that. So yeah. All right. Lastly, we got the 70 Camaro RS. I think this was the first one, like when all those sneak sites started showing stuff. This was the first one that kind of popped up, I believe. Ultrahots plate right there. Focus. Maybe focus. There we go. Focus. And you don't want to focus right. Maybe. Yeah, whatever. But I think this was the first one that popped up, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, that paint looks very familiar for the original Ultrahots line, and lo and behold, it's an Ultrahots retro line. So this one definitely pops, but I say this one's probably still, these two are probably my favorite ones of the set. At least this first set. I'm hoping second mix will be also fairly easy to find. We'll find out when they show up. See how well this set starts selling. Like I said, they're double the price, so, but to me they are worth it. Yeah, from there, I guess that's it, at least for this set. Thanks for watching. I can't talk. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things, and hopefully I can be a little more consistent in my videos soon. All right, everyone. Take care. See ya.